million. Why you do that like that? It's a lot of money. Why are you mad like that? Ooh, I'm in my new bag, my bad. You ain't get too bad, my bad. First of the month, I'ma run it back. Same day, why I'ma run it back. Friday, payday, run it back. Run it back, run it back, run it back. 48 yards, I run it back. I cop a car, I run it back. Go your then run it back. Run it back, run it back, run it back.
Rick Rock. TikTok. West Hip Hop. Are you ready for some football? Ladies and gentlemen.
Coach, the city of Philadelphia is one of rich history and passion, and you can always count on the latter when you step inside Lincoln Financial Field. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Dallas Cowboys and the Philadelphia Eagles. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he probably should have stayed in the end zone as he'll muster a return up to only the 14-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light there. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Pretty good results here on the first down run as he takes us forward for about 6. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
That QB's trash. Let's go.
On 2nd down and 4, Winston. And he's got Ezekiel Elliott. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. To throw is Winston. And that's Elliott, complete. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
Oh, yeah!
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but he got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So, second catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Absolutely. This early, the opening drive, as you said, 2 catches. So, if they can get him going in the passing game, that should open up his running game, too. So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10.
I got you, boy. I got you.
Winston. Eluding the pressure right. He's got Burton here. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. A very solid gain of 27.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
Let's get it together. Let's get it together.
He rifles one that's intercepted. It's Shaq Thompson here with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts.
There we go. Pac-Man. 180. Listen.
Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Let's get in there, huh?
Shift. Watch the shift.
First carry for Nick Chubb. And he'll get this only up to about the 3-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, not a game that you're going to go crazy about, but when you start at your own 2-yard line, any type of space is good for the offensive guys.
Yeah, you just can't go backwards from here. They did it. Now we'll see if they can keep it on schedule here on 2nd down.
What's that? Yeah. Black, come on. Topper.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And he was very fortunate there to get out of his end zone. He maybe got back to the 2-yard line.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down.
Go.
In his own end zone, it's Wentz. Got an open man. He completes it to Callaway. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. 14 yards there and an Eagle first down. So that last play gives him a little more space now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line. They give to Chubb out of the gun. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down.
20! 5-2 out here.
At the 14-yard line.
56, the mic.
What's your son?
Check, 56.
Hey, Delta.
Here we go. 56, the mic.
On 2nd and 12, Wentz. That's out to Chubb, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. Good work after the catch, gets him 15 and a first down.
Watch twist.
Sunday. Check third. General West.
On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. Powers over it.
Just fed him his pads, didn't he?
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11. A couple of first downs have him to the 40 now on 1st and 10.
Check three.
Now Wentz. And complete to Zach Ertz. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Philadelphia picking up the first on a gain of 15.
Tight dog.
What's your son?
From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
He wasn't ready.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, and you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second.
And he is going to go down. He will be sacked on the final play of this first quarter. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack.
Watch the screen. 56, the mic.
Hey, Echo.
The mic.
What's your son?
Working from the gun, Wentz. That's taken in by Callaway. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. They're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help. Because you remember when we sat in with the production meeting with them to talk about this. And, hey, you guys can come out of the gate. I know I offered my help with a few plays, and they didn't seem to want it. You're the smart one. Whatever they're doing, though, it's working really well.
At the Cowboys' 27.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
Sunday.
Watch twist.
Hey, Ford Tokyo.
56.
Smoke.
Right there. 56. Watch QB drop.
On play action, Wentz. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game, watching this offensive line, because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack. From the gun, it's Wentz. Caught by the tight end Ertz. And he'll be stopped here well short of the first down at the 24-yard line. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Wentz. And he's got this one complete to Callaway. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 10 yards there and an Eagle first down.
Eagles first down.
Wentz going to lead his guys up 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 6 for 6 here to start the ball game. Now they return to the ground game. Chubb. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Here it comes, here it comes.
Alert 3, alert 3, alert 3.
Kill.
Jack.
What's that?
Back to the ground, this time with Jones. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Call it a loss of 6 on the play. And it's going to be 3rd down and a ways to go here, 3rd and 14.
Here we go. 120.
56. Ricky.
Sunday. Done.
6. Mike, 56. Right. 56.
Shotgun now for Wentz. Open man is Samuel, complete. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. It'll be a pickup of 14, but they're still a little bit short as it brings up 4th. So the snap will come from the 3, but remember, they don't need the touchdown. They can get the 1st down if they get a yard, and the ball gets to the 2.
Two jet. Hey, seam 6. What's that?
Wentz going to go on 4th down. And that is going to be incomplete. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And it'll be a turnover on downs. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Now, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. One interception. It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
Trying to run inside, but nothing there.
Want it. Keep playing hard, fellas. All day. Woo! Let's get it.
A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. That would complete Elliott. And they're going to get the 1st down here as he's up to the 14. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Fletcher Cox, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. After the sack on 1st down, Winston. And an alley to run. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. Those free safeties, they get to sit back there if they've got good pass rushers like this team does. Read like a book. He read it like a book and took it in for 6.
And if they use their eyes well and their anticipation skills, they can make big plays, just as what we saw. A free safety's dream. Follow the football, go to it, and take it the other way.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive? And the pressure gets there, and Winston goes down. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. On second down now, it's Elliott. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number one.
It's a gain of a yard. And it's third down.
The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on third down. Working out of the gun, Winston. And he'll hit the slant route. That's caught by Cooper. That one goes for 24 yards. Last week, several good performances in the NFC, but he was the conference's offensive player of the week, well over 100 yards.
And just the ability to make catches. You know, that gets underplayed sometimes because we're always looking for the move or the big run. But catch the football consistently, that racks up the yardage.
Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Out of the gun, it's Elliott. And he'll get it out to midfield. They'll spot it right in midfield at the 50. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. This one into the hands of Burton. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. The Cowboys signal for their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
Hey, defense, let's go.
A first down throw for Winston. And, Jameis intercepted a third time. Trayvon LeBlanc with a pick. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel somewhat safe that might actually pop.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. Now, this will probably be the last play of the quarter. A final shot before half for Wentz. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we've reached halftime with just the lone touchdown here. 7-0 is our score. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the third quarter gets underway. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They have the lead now. They'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Great 15, great 15. Score, Tokyo. Hey, Charlie. Done. Done.
To throw is Wentz.
It's our time. It's our time.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
We are seeing two really confident defenses imposing their will on these offenses in this game.
Yeah, absolutely, going toe for toe. Just curious if one of these offenses can wake up a little bit.
Is there any way they can find something that can pop, something big to knock them back on their heels?
What's this on? What's that?
On 3rd and long, it's Wentz. Completes it to Samuel. How about 25 yards on 3rd down? They'll take it. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Check, check. Lucky, lucky, lucky.
49.
Ram.
Check 49.
Kill. Hey, Zoo. Here we go.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves them back 5. Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15.
56 to Mike. 56.
Hey, Haywood.
Rush.
Throwing is Wentz. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down.
Hey, man up, D. Man up.
Great. Man 5-7.
Mike's 56. Let him know. Let him.
Hey, Alpha.
Throwing now is Wentz. He'll get this to Chubb out of the backfield. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
Let's go.
And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 44-yard line. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. A run for Nick Chubb. And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Watch the out.
And again, it's Chubb.
Rush in.
And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56. All day, dog. Watch the safety creep. Watch the twist. Slam.
Hey, Bush.
Now Chubb.
You ain't doing nothing today.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Go.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship.
Hey, other side, solid. Hey, kill. Hey, orbit.
Now they'll throw it. Wentz. That's complete over the middle to Callaway. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 15-yard line.
And an Eagles 1st down.
Waiting.
56. Check 56.
The 15-yard line.
On the carry, it's Chubb. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown.
There we go.
Nick Chubb, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. A good sustained drive there in this 3rd quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
That's fielded in the end zone. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line.
At their own 31-yard line.
Ready?
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
A first down carry by Elliott. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Flag 22.
At the 42-yard line.
That's what I do.
Again, it's Elliott. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Now Winston. Steps away to his left. For a big guy, Jameis sure can move. Did a nice job there picking up the first down with his legs. He is tough to bring down, Jameis Winston. Yeah, Charles, I remember calling a baseball game of his. He played baseball at Florida State, too. And you saw his legs, tree trunks sprayed in to those baseball pants. I said, how could anybody bring this guy down?
And that's part of the beauty of his game because he has that toughness, that thick body. He may not beat you sprinting, but he's real sharp with his mind, and he knows how to get away from people.
Check Mike 54.
And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. It's the Cowboys in possession of the football, but they trail here as we begin the fourth quarter of play.
Ready. Black 25. Mike's by 4. All day, baby, all day. Let's go.
On second down, it's Elliott. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down.
He was brought down by Nigel Bradley.
10th carry now for Elliott. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on second and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the first down there, but as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Now, he's been a busy man out of the backfield. They've looked his way quite a bit so far in this game.
Nice job there defensively, though, adjusting, because a couple of his earlier catches, he was wide open. Not that time.
You mentioned the key word, adjustment. A better cover man on him now in space.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Fletcher Cox in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. He's looking for another 4-sack game. That's how many he had last week. That's his 3rd.
And when I watch him rush the passer, the thing that always comes to mind for me is how well he uses his hands. The martial arts stuff that a lot of guys do in the offseason to work on those, paying dividends for him. He's getting home in a big way.
Now Winston. He's going to go for it all. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. Jameis to throw it. Flushed out right. Oh, now he'll try and chuck it deep left side. And no, it's incomplete. The Cowboys here unable to convert on 4th down. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position.
There we go. Pac-Man. 180. Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant. What's this done? What's done?
They run. Chubb. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
What's done?
On 2nd and 11 now. Wentz.
I don't even know why this team showed up.
He's got the hook up here to Deshaun Jackson. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
The Eagles on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 9.
Bravo.
56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check 56. Time to go. Night. 56 to Mike.
Now Wentz. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up fourth down. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth.
Here I come again. No. Hey, wahoo!
Hey, 58 is the mic. Go 58's the mic.
Here we go. 58's
done.
58's the mic.
Blitz 5-7.
Wild Bill.
What's that? What's that?
Wentz to throw for it on fourth. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. Two-score game here in the fourth, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a two-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
53, check 53.
Following the interception, Winston. He's going to try and go deep again. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe you can expect more passes like that downfield.
Right there, 54, right there. 54, Mike.
On second down, Winston again.
I'm coming after you.
And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Winston. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. T.J. Green with a pick. There goes Green. And he'll score. Touchdown, Eagles. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Malcolm Jenkins. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. Intended that time for Cooper. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage. Use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try to
heavy rush, and down he goes. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack.
56 the mic. 56 is the mic.
Hey, Delta.
Rip right.
Working from the gun, Wentz.
Here we go.
He's going to sling this deep downfield. And this is caught at the 20. That one goes for 29 yards on 3rd down. I don't want to make a story where there's not one, but he threw the 3 interceptions last week. Looked a little uncomfortable. He looks much more comfortable today.
Yeah, just 1 pick so far, his team leads. So now they can play complementary football, meaning if he takes care of the ball and his offense, they're humming along, the defense doesn't have to be out there as long. He's taking care of his guys on the other side of the ball.
They're enjoying a fourth quarter advantage.
At the 15-yard line.
So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Check 56.
Watch the slant. Watch the slant.
Check 24. Check 24. Switch.
2-jet.
They'll run with Chubb. Down at the 2. Broke through first contact, but ultimately stopped shy of the goal line. It's a good pickup of 7 yards, and now they're looking at 2nd and goal. They'll give it to Chubb, and he's in for an Eagles touchdown. Nick Chubb with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he probably should have stayed in the end zone as he'll muster a return up to only the 14-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They're down big here late. I don't know, you just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them.
Mike 5-4.
I know he ain't got it.
Right there. Let's go. Right there.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Winston. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield.
Let's go. Let's do this.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys in plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted that we've seen in a bunch. I mean, we talk about collectively, it's unbelievable. So their ability to move is practice now. It's not necessarily, oh, he just took off and you guys figured.
And now here is another interception. Picked off by the linebacker, Nigel Bradham. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Here we go. Waiting.
Mike.
You better be afraid of me. You better be afraid of me.
58. Right there.
So after the INT, here's Wentz.
Let's go, defense. Let's get off the field, defense.
He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. Oh, very close to a turnover there in the end zone. Curtis Samuel, the one he was looking for. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Here we go. 180.
Watch twist.
Hey, Stash.
26.
Hey, kill. Hey, Echo. What's your touch?
Oh, look at this. Wentz going to throw. Taking a shot for Samuel. And it's incomplete. Still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over. So fly, Eagles, fly. It's a victory for Philadelphia, and this was truly a total team effort, Charles, on both sides of the ball.
Well, they absolutely pitched a shutout, so it can't get much better than that, right? The defense led the way, but the offense did their part as well. They moved the ball up and down the field, so you've got to like what you saw. What do they call that? A total team effort? I think when it's time to hand out game balls, guys from both sides will end up getting one.
So for Philadelphia, they get back in the win column as they move to 2-1 now on the year. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Cowboys,
give it all I got. Walk the walk and talk the talk. Take it higher, that's a God. Man, on my heart, know I give it all I got. Walk the walk, talk the talk. Take it higher, that's a God. Never stop.
clarity, yeah. Determination, laser focus, banging on they door, they taking notice, taking notice, taking notice. Determination, laser focus, banging on they door, they taking notice. Tell me what you want, what you need, tell me what you wanna give, how much blood would you bleed? I'ma tell you I'm a misconceiver, I'm a believer. Someone better kick my fever. Tell me it's 100 degrees underneath my whole flesh. Everyone tells me it's a bit of a mess. Someone tell the risk I was never at the hit. I would never get the off my chest, no. I'm forgetful. Someone better tell me I was always on the edge. Overstay your bearings, I would never underestimate. Oh, barely, my bets are off. Everything was better off. Oh, barely, my bets are off. Everything was better off. Take your eyes off me, you don't want to see me when I'm gone. Moral of the story was you're wrong. Everything I gave and everything I lost. Good things come at a cost. I left it on your head, and when you ever overstated, your thoughts are never everything you wanted when you want. I'ma take it in the head with the signs of the destroy. I'ma leave it on the side. You wanna Christ when I breath on this set. Let me speak on behalf of the dead. I'ma leave, I'ma speak. I'm the sick in the head. Come on, come on. Oh, barely, my bets are off. Everything was better off. Oh, barely, my bets are off. Everything was better off. Tell the risk I was never at the hit. I would never get the off my chest, though. I'm forgetful. Someone better tell me I was always on the edge. Overstay your bearings, I would never underestimate. Oh, barely, my bets are off. Everything was better off. Oh, barely, my bets are off. Everything was better off.
Y'all already know what time it is, huh? Playing skills, you did. Ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, hole in the wrist, watch out flip, watch out whip, I'm in the whip, hole in the wrist, I never switch, ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, hole in the wrist, watch out flip, watch out whip, I'm in the whip, hole in the wrist, I never switch, ice on the wrist, I get the money but I never switch. They say you switch it, you won't get it. You know they came from the bottom and now we is lit. You was lit, I gotta get it, I gotta get it. You hating cause ice on the wrist. Why bet you wanna be famous, They act like they made us, You know I'm icy in Vegas, This for the that hate us, I make a lot of new money, When the not savers, You be liking my flavor, I think it's cause ice on the wrist, on the wrist, watch out, I never switch, I never switch, I never switch, ice on the wrist, ice on the wrist, ice on the wrist, ice on the wrist, ice on the wrist,
about this magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing. Now I hit the scene, they like lights, camera, action. Living in a dream, now my music they be blasting. Step out, I'm a star, always in the latest